Hi guys, it's Dawn from Red Dog, and today we're actually going to talk about head halters and collars and what is best for you and your dog and how to actually put it on. So um, every head collar and every dog is slightly different. When you're out looking for them in the market, the most common one that you'll find on the market is what we call a halty. A halty acts just like a head halter, like they would on a horse. It goes over the nose and then it gets attached behind the head. And it also has what we have a little safety strap here, so just in case they slip it off their face, you're not going to lose your dog. So this is basically what it looks like. The dog's nose goes through the smaller hole, and then you have the side cheek pieces that help hold it on the dog's face, and then it gets clipped behind the back of the head. There are other ones on the market that you might find. I have another one here. It's another halty. This one here is a variation of, excuse me, come over here. Thank you. This is a variation of the halty. It's actually called Holt, and the only difference between the Holt and the halty is the fact that it has this little plastic clip that helps fit the muzzle of the dog better. You can size it big or small. I like this one versus the halty. I find the halty sometimes when the dogs are fussing with it, they get their foot caught in it. Yeah, so there's this one. There's also another one that's called the OptiFit. The OptiFit basically looks like the halty and the Holt combined together. The only difference is the cheek pieces. The cheek pieces actually sit lower on the dog's muzzle, so it just seems to fit better. So this is something that you just kind of need to play with and try and figure out what halty, OptiFit actually fit your dog the best, right? Because we want the dogs to be very comfortable with wearing it. One of the things that dogs have difficulties with wearing Holts and halties and all those other ones is that they don't fit properly, and when they don't fit properly, you'll find the dogs will be fussing with it more. Another one that most people are familiar with is called the Gentle Leader. The difference between the Gentle Leader and the halty is just the fact that they're missing the cheek pieces. These ones are easier to slip on and slip off. It also doesn't come with a safety strap, so I would strongly suggest that if you get a Gentle Leader, if you find that this one works better for you, that you either attach a safety strap or try and find one that actually has one, or just intermix the pieces. This works really, really well for those dogs that have a really short nose. Just because you don't have to worry about any of the cheek pieces, because the cheek pieces obviously for dogs that have a more square face. And then of course there's other ones on the market that are slightly different. These ones here, this is the Nutrix head halter. One of the things that makes this one slightly different from the others is the fact that the leash gets attached to the back of the head versus under the chin. Some dogs actually prefer to have this particular design. I got my little helper here. Simply because the leash isn't dangling from underneath their chin. So sometimes when dogs are walking and the leash is dangling there, it's really uncomfortable because it adds extra weight across the bridge of the nose, and the dogs sometimes don't really enjoy having that. So having the leash actually attached to the back of the head, which I'll show here on Squishy, makes it a lot more comfortable for them. So this is just one design. And it basically works the same way as I kind of have to play with it. So it kind of sits more like this. So as you can see, the dog's nose goes through here, and this part here goes behind the head, and then the leash gets attached to the back of the head. So let's get this started, and I'll show you how to get your dog's nose to actually fit into the halty the less aversive way as possible. So I just missed one. So this is the Sporn. It's a new one that's on the market. It works quite similar to the Nutrix, except for this is actually a collar. So the collar goes around the dog, and then this flips over their nose. I like this one simply because I can flip it on and flip it off as easy as I need to. So sometimes when Squishy is laying down calm and quietly at the food court or anywhere where he needs to lie down for a long period of time, I can just simply flip this off his nose and then he's quite comfortable. So it just depends on what you're looking for as far as functionality of the head collars that you're using. So this actually, again, gets attached to the back of the head versus underneath the chin. All right, so let me just get Squishy going, and we'll put these on him. Let's try it. All right, have a good day.